Hey everybody, Midnight Absol here. Welcome back to Renegade Platinum. Alright, last time we beat Raylene on our first try. First time we beat a gym leader on our first try so far. Anyway, that aside, here's what the team looks like right now. You might notice two things. One, Aerodactyl's in the party. It's only for fly. I just needed to fly around to get to places. Two, and second, some new team members. Scyther and Gengar are gone, being replaced by Jolteon and Sceptile. I was actually going to use Chikorita, but it's got a bad nature and also didn't have the things I was expecting it to have for moves. So I'm going with Sceptile. Jolteon here, I did some EV train as well, so they're also pretty good. And also, Jolteon learns Thunderbolt and Extra Sensory naturally, and I got Wish because it was a breeding move. So yeah, now I've got a Jolteon who's fast, can hit hard, and also can heal itself or other team members. Anyways, that aside, let's get going because we are done with Veilstone City for the time being. Let's do this. So heading down here, we gotta fight this guy. Also, by the way, if you're curious about bios, I did the bios for Route 214 I did the Route 214 bios previously while we were going through the gym, while we were doing the gym trainer. So if you're curious about that, go back to last episode so you can catch up on those bios. The main reason is because we had some new errors we need to deal with on the way to the next gym. So let's get started with that now. Starting things off with the Maniac Tunnel, which is just up ahead. Only one new Pokemon that we have not seen up to this point. Hippopotas. Do you remember this thing aside from Bertha having this? Because if you don't remember this thing, then good. Because I didn't remember this thing exist. I didn't know this thing existed until Elite 4. Anyways, Maniac Cave is where Hippopotas can be found. It can be found here normally. It can be found here again. This time, you don't have to deal with all the unknown stuff to try and find it. So that's a plus. It's a lot easier to get this big hippo if you want it. And as for Hippopotas itself, doesn't get anything interesting. Doesn't get anything interesting as a Hippopotas itself. However, Hippowdon gets all the elemental fangs at level 1, as level 1 moves, and you'll get access to superpower at a ridiculous level 61. You get Earthquake at level 41 as well. So some interesting moves to be sure, but aside from that, nothing too interesting for this line. No stat changes, no unique moves that it normally wouldn't get, or anything like that. So it's a solid ground type. It'll work well if you're going for a sandstorm team, but aside from that, not much else to really report on this thing. I just haven't used it, so I can't really say much else. Either way, with that out of the way, there's no new Pokemon that we have not seen in one form or another in Maniac Tunnel. The other Pokemon that you can find in Maniac Tunnel, which are available at any time of the day, include Diglett, Whismur, Trapinch, Loudred, Ditto if you didn't get one earlier, and Dugtrio. So some pretty decent Pokemon in here, and at really good levels too, level 28 to 32. And especially for things like Trapinch, if you didn't pick one up back in the Orberg mine all that time ago. Anyway, that aside, with that done, let's try getting ahead on the bio, shall we? While we're here, Girafarig. Girafarig is a new Pokemon that we can encounter here. Quite an interesting Pokemon, that's for sure. For more reasons than one. First of all, its name is Girafarig forwards and backwards, so there's your random fact of the day. Second of all, Second of all, this thing is a normal psychic type, one of the few normal psychic types to ever be conceived in the game. Anyway, that aside, this thing does not get the best of moves, and it doesn't really have the stats to back it up, unfortunately. The main things of note, it's got power swap and guard swap if you want to try a strategy with that. Gets moves like agility and nasty plot, so you could try setting up and baton pass out or something, because it does get baton pass. It also gets psychic crunch and Zed headbutt and hyperforce for interesting moves to note. Aside from that, nothing else really to mention here. It's just the way it is. Also, another interesting thing to know: TM59 Dragon Pulse right here in Maniac Tunnel. So if you never go here, then you should probably come here this time, because that is an interesting that is a very good move that is useful. Sceptile, if you were paying attention during the fight, has it. Sceptile, if you didn't notice, has it. So that is something to note as well. Also, watch out, because these Digletts will probably have Arena Trap or something. So you may want to not do what I'm doing and not have a Repel on. You also may be noticing, if you've ever played Platinum before, this tunnel is actually dug out. For you might be wondering why. Well, the simple answer is I didn't catch any unknown. This tunnel is already dug out already, so you have no reason to worry about it. Hey, Hippopotas, what's up, man? If you ever wanted to see this thing in the wild, well, there you go. There's a Hippopotas right there for you. Anyway, that's trying to get to the end of this tunnel is annoying without repels. I really should have bought some repels, but I am committed. Would you believe I told you I dug this entire tunnel by myself? You should, because I did, little by little, day by day. And if we go in here, in this specific tunnel, you can find unknown question mark and unknown exclamation mark. If you wonder how to get to this thing, normally you need to catch all the unknown to get to here, to get a free rare candy. Oh, and also unknown question mark and exclamation mark, of course. Which, I mean, while cool, not really worth it. Anyway, I'm gonna put up a repel, because these encounters are nuts. Where are my repels? There we go. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Let's get the heck out of here and let's keep going. Back to the normal encounters now. Actually, nothing new for Valor Lakefront that we haven't already seen. Believe it or not, the other Pokemon that you can encounter in Valor Lakefront include Big Barrel, Nidorino, Kricketune, and Venomoth, the Pokerado. So really nothing interesting, actually. This guy though is interesting. He gives us a choice band, which, if I remember correctly, that boosts attack. Let me see. It does. Okay, that could come in handy for certain. That could come in handy at some point. You get to boost your attack, but you're locked into only one move. Anyway, what's this? Heat Rock. That boosts the length the amount of turns Sunny Day will be active in a fight. And then Ninja past you. Yes, I can. Razor Fang. So if you needed another Razor Fang, there you go. Anyway, let's see. This guy got a Lapras. Where the heck do you find a Lapras in this game? I don't even remember. Interesting. Ouch! Oh yeah, did I fail to mention that Sceptile's Grass Dragon now? So that's why that destroyed me. Anyway, Thunderbolted, kill the Lapras. Good day, sir. I will deal with you. I will sue you later for destroying my grass snake. Well, my grass snake that isn't the actual grass snake. Grass lizard, sorry. Anyway, Thunderbolt this guy, and let's get going. Alright, what? If that guy With that guy gone, that guy gone, let's keep going. And another encounter. Hi Graveler, bye Graveler. Also, I took technical shortcut route to avoid finding all those trainers there. I'll probably fight them off screen at some point, because I don't need to fight them now. Hi Numble, what's up? And no, I guess I don't need to fight this guy. Here's Valor Lakefront, by the way, and here's the grass where you can find all the Pokemon I just mentioned. Anyway, there we go. Destroy you, and carry on. Also, by the way, if you're curious, we still can't. Unfortunately, if you're curious, no, you can't go to Sunnyshore's City to get any Pokemon that are over there. Trust me, I wish that was a thing, but I guess that's not the case. We cannot go to that route anytime soon. Finally enough, right here, we're technically on Route 213, which is the next route that we need to get to. We're actually going through these routes in rapid fire. There is an item over here yeah, there, Sweet Key. I remember where it was. Anyway, that aside, let's get on with Route 213. So while we can, because oh dear God, there's something that has a bunch of encounters I'll have to explain later. So starting things off, we have no new Pokemon. Are you serious? Well, no. There is one. There is one specific Pokemon that we can get. And it's probably one of the more unlikely things you would expect to find, especially here. The Pokemon that we're looking for is the Pokemon that can deal the most damage in the entire series, Shuckle. Yep, Shuckle can deal the most amount of damage of any Pokemon in the entire game, under very specific circumstances, but it can do it. So Shuckle's got that under its belt. It can deal the most damage of anybody. That aside, what do you get when you get Shuckle? A defensive wall that can absolutely wall pretty much everything and anything in the game. It takes quite a bit to take this thing down. That aside, Shuckle is very bad for attacking. It is pretty much only available for being a wall. So really, the moves you will probably want to have on it are things like rest with a Chesto Berry, which in fact it gets rest. Bug Bite is an interesting move if you want to try stealing a berry off of a Pokemon. Castor Acid helps neutralize opposed abilities for the rest of your team. Knockout to get rid of held items. Earth Power is an interesting move. Stealth Rock is also very helpful for a thing like Shuckle to shut down things like your Charizards. And it's also got Stone Edge and Rock Blast if you want to try actually dealing a little bit of damage. So it's an interesting Pokemon. It's a really good wall, but only as a wall. You don't try attacking with this thing, because it is not worth your time to try and do that. Unless of course you're crazy enough to set some things up, to set up the crazy strategy to try and get the max damage to get a lot of damage. But again, it takes specific circumstances to do that. Anyways, that aside, there are some more Pokemon that we can encounter on Route 213, which we have already seen in one aspect or another. Those Pokemon are the following: Gastrodon, Floatzel, Pelipper, Swellow, Chatot, and Chatot. You can also find Absol here via the Poké Radar as well. And you can find things like Remoraid and Wailmer in the water. Actually, now that I think about it, Wailmer is a Pokemon we have not run into before, so I was wrong. There is another Pokemon that we can actually talk about here. Wailmer. Do you like an HP focused tank? Well, guess what? Wailmer and Wailord are your guys. Also, yes, there is the Wailord Skitty meme, but that meme is dead at this point. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about that anymore. But what are you gonna get? But aside from that, what do you get with Wailord and Wailord? Well, you get like I said before, you get an HP focused tank. This thing has a massive HP pool, and it can learn some interesting moves to actually back up that can learn some interesting moves as well. It can learn things like dive. It can learn moves like dive naturally, which is very interesting. It gets things like rest, Zen headbutt, body slam, Aqua Ring to gain a little bit of HP, amnesia to boost its special defense, so that way it can wall special attackers. That thing moves like bounce as well to deal with pesky grass types, and also because it's a water type, it can learn a bunch of ice moves. One interesting thing to note is that for some reason this Wailord can learn Fissure. Don't know why this thing can learn Fissure, and don't know why you would want to go for it. But hey, if you want to try something different, you have Fissure as an available move to use. Anyways, that aside. Now we're done with all the new encounters for Route 213, and with good reason. Actually, wait, no, I'm wrong. There's the honey trees. I almost forgot that because I don't remember where the honey tree. The honey trees is usually behind a rock smash rock on this route. In the honey tree, you can get Staravia, Pidgeotto, Noctowl, Swellow, and Farfetch. Also, there was one on Route 214, but again, went over that last time. Just keep in mind, the honey tree on Route 214 is where you can find Munchlax, so if you're curious as to where to find this guy, that is one of the places where you can go get him. So just keep that in mind. Aside from that, TM41 Torment's right there. Not the best move. Probably not worth teaching it to any Pokemon unless you have a really specific strategy to use with it. That's why we got some berries over here as well, which is nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Route 213. For now, at least. There is some stuff we can get with rock. There is some stuff with rock climb, but we do not have access to that right now. So there's nothing we can do. So there's nothing we can do with that. And if you notice it, and also if you notice on the bottom of my screen, that's where the honey tree is. It's down there. Anyway, level 37. Honey tree is. There's an item over there. I want to see what that item is. Hold on. Get out of the... No, more wild encounters. No, let me get over there. I want to see what that is. What is that item? Please be something... TM05 Roar, that is completely freaking useless. So, I guess that TM was not worth my time. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. There are many things that Setel does not like here. Alright. Now that that's over, welcome to Pastoria City, guys. So yeah, we're here now. Also, there are some things to note. There's some things to know. First, some berries over here, is always nice. Got some Persian berries if you use things like Thrash or Outrage, or you want to try confusing strategies. Nab Berry, I think that's for Pokeblocks only. So yeah, got some okay berries here. And now there is some things to mention. If you come over, if you play Platinum before, if you play this Platinum before, you know exactly what this house is. So if you come over here, this is the movie learner. Like, he can learn. I know every move. He says, I know every move that Pokemon can learn while leveling up, and I can teach those moves. I can teach the moves to a Pokemon of yours if you like. Let me guess. You want to teach me a move? Teach a move to your Pokemon? You may have noticed he didn't say a specific line. You can use this move tutor for absolutely free of charge. So check it out. Grass Whistle, Night Slash, Outrage. And also Leaf Blade, but my set tells a special attacker, so I am not. So yeah. Let's see. Let's check Steven. What do you got? Magnet Rise, Iron Defense, Flash Cannon, but that's a special move, so no, I don't want to learn that. Alright, let's see, what else do I got? Medicham, what do you got? All 3 elemental punches, perfect. That's what I needed. Gonna teach Thunder Punch. This is what my moveset for Medicham's gonna be like for a while. Psycho Cut and High Jump Kick for power, Drain Punch to gain some HP back, and Thunder Punch for coverage. I might replace High Jump Kick with Ice Punch or Fire Punch later, though. Alright, and Thunder Punch. Alright. And Jolteon gets nothing interesting of note that I would want to teach it. And last but not least, need to check Shelgon. You get nothing that I would want, so I'll have to come back when you're a Salamence. Alright, with that aside, that's all we can do there for now. But there are some interesting things to note. Actually, was it this house? Your tail, splendid, as you can likely see from my clothing and demeanor. I come from a wealthy background, is fortunate to be born in a family of wealth, enjoyed a wide range of experiences as a result. One thing I especially enjoyed was a young girl that was surfing. I was given a darling Lapras by my father, who... Ooh. This lady will give us a Lapras for free. Nice! Okay, I guess now's the time to go over. I guess now I know where to get a Lapras. And since it's a new Pokemon we haven't seen at this point, let's go over this Pokemon, shall we? Now Lapras is a really cool Pokemon. I love this thing. It helped me get through Fire Red and it helped me get through Fire Red for the first time, and it was on my team when I beat the Elite Four. It's a really good Pokemon to have. It's bulky, has good type coverage moves, and it's just a fan favorite Pokemon. And it's no different here. Gets moves like Ice, can get Ice Beam. It can learn Surf. It can learn Hydro Pump. It can learn Thunderbolt, Psychic, Dragon Pulse, Drill Run, Dragon Dance, Future Sight, Avalanche, Mega Horn, Hydro Pump, and Sheer Cold, and Perish Song, and Rain Dance, and Body Slam. In fact, that's pretty much everything except Ice Shard and Confuse Ray for all of its good moves. Pretty much all of its moves all the moves it would learn by level up are really freaking good. Oops, that is not my A button, but anyway, yeah, this thing is really good. If you needed a good water type and you didn't want to use something like Vaporeon or Tentacool again, get Lapras if you've never used it before. This thing will not disappoint you. It is very, very solid. Alright, what about you? You were talking about the Grave Marsh. That is something that I don't want to deal with right now, honestly. Because, good God, there's a fuck ton of encounters over there, and I do not like that. There's a fuck ton of encounters to go over, and I personally don't want to deal with that right now. I'm gonna save the Grey Marsh encounters for a later point. I do want to talk about something, though. This guy. Also, you may have noticed two things. One, Barry's not running at us, isn't running at us right now to fight us. Two, this guy's here. So if you talk to him, hey there, how's it going, Champ to be? I'm sorry to say that the gym leader's away from the gym at the moment. Crasherwake rather said he was heading out to west to Route 212 to enjoy the scenery for a while. Maybe you can ask him to return to the gym if you can find him. We have to go find the gym leader before we can go deal with him. So there's that. Let's see. This guy will give us a Macho Brace if we catch a male and female Combi, so that's interesting. To note. If you want a Macho Brace for the... I don't even think you really need the Macho Brace, to be honest, because we already have all the we've got all the items we would need for EV train, so you don't really need the Macho Brace. Plus we have access to Burst Seeker, so if you really want to, you can just fight a bunch of trainers to get more money. You. Oh, this person gives us a berry. That's nice. Tanga berry. I think this woman is the woman that gives. Hold on, Lapras has an item. I'll get back to this. Never melt ice. Nice. That's useful. This woman will give us the berries that reduce the damage of a specific type. Hey, trainer. Hey, I have a wish. Please show me a Pokemon that's a mean-looking fish. Oh, you don't have any Pokemon that look like a mean fish. What the heck is he I'm gonna guess he's referring to a mean-looking fish. I think he's referring to either referring to Gyarados or he's referring to Sharpedo. Those are the only two mean-looking fish I can think of. So I think he's referring to one of the two. So, but I could be wrong. Anyways, that side, let's go to the Grave Marsh let's go to Route 212 real quick. Not gonna go over the encounters right now, but there is one thing I want to show off before we end things off here. Because in the next episode, we'll go deal with Crasher Wake, and I'll deal with the laundry list of encounters that you can find in the Grave Marsh. And then do the gym. I don't want to do the Grave Marsh encounters though, but I have to do that out of consistency. Otherwise people would point and yell at me and get very, very angry. So to avoid people getting very, very angry for me not wanting to do one place, I'm gonna have to cover myself and just go over that at some point. Also, can I tell you how much I hate this area? Freaking mud. Also, Honey Tree here, but we're again not going to the encounters right now because I'm gonna save that for next time. I just want to show off one thing. Get over here and fight this trainer because it's a spinner and you're probably not going to miss this person. So fight this trainer real quick. So let me fight this trainer, destroyer. Oh, hi Golduck. Hi Golduck. Okay, see ya, lady. Anyway, come into this house. Yep. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. And if you talk to these three, I can teach you moves that emphasize power. Would you like me to teach a move? Which Pokemon would like to teach it to? Let's check Medicham. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. No, I don't want to learn Mud Slap. I said no. Yes. Okay, Medicham. Okay. Aw, really? Mud Slap and Signal Beam are the only two moves. Well, okay. Hey. So special effects, yes. Let's check Medicham again. Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Zen Headbutt, Vacuum Wave, Trick, okay? And you... Alright. Anyway, basically all three move tutors are right here. So there you go. So yeah, there you go. Alright. These three guys have banded the three move tutors are now here and are here to help you at any point during your journey. And to explain these, and I do need to explain what and if you're curious as to what these guys have, well, I can explain that for you. I can explain what exactly these three guys have for their moves. So let's do that, shall we? So starting things off, we have the guy that teaches the guy on the right has some very interesting moves. The guy on the right has the following. This is the guy on the left. Sorry, the guy on the left has some interesting moves. The guy on the left has the following moves: Ancient Power, Aqua Tail, Bounce, Earth Power, Endeavor, Gastro Acid, Gunk Shot, Heat Wave, Iron Defense, Iron Head, Mud Slap, Outrage, Rock Rollout, Seed Bomb, Signal Beam, Superpower, Twister. This guy is normally located in the survival area, which is a post-game area. So be glad this guy is here. The guy in the middle is normally found on Route 212, right here. This guy has Air Cutter, Dive, Fire Punch, Fury Cutter, Ice Punch, Icy Wind, Knockoff, Ominous Wind, Sucker Punch, Trick. It's got Trick, Thunder Punch, Vacuum Wave, and Zen Headbutt as well. And as for the guy in the middle's also got some interesting moves. The guy in the middle has Helping Hand, Last Resort, Magnet Rise, Snore, Spite, Swift, Synthesis, and Uproar. That's what all three of these guys have. There are some move tutors. There are a few move tutors for the special moves that only the starters can learn, and also there's a guide for Draco Meteor as well. But we don't have access to them yet, so I will mention them when we get access to them. Anyways, with that aside, that's all I wanted to cover in this episode. I wanted to get here and also show off the move tutors are here. So if you wanted to get a specific move that you knew was a move tutor move, well, guess what? Now you've got access to those, and you don't need to worry about a thing. Plus, you also don't even need the shards as well. You don't even need the shards either to get access to these moves, which is even better. But with that aside, yeah, we're gonna end things off here. We're gonna end things off here because next episode we got some things to do. We got to go over the encounters for the southern part of Route 212. We have to find Crasher Wake. We have to go over the Grave Marsh, and then we got to take on the gym. So needless to say, I've got my work cut out for next episode. But I hope you guys will stick around to see that. So, with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.